Hey, welcome to the .NET Today I'll show you how to implement a push notification system with SignalR for notify all the connected clients when any database changes happens on the server. Today's most of the applications are multi-user application where multiple users doing their tasks at the same time. But the problem is when any user done any changes, example inserted a new record, other users doesn't know it unless the request is initiated by the user for seeking the updates. So we must have a way to notify all the connected clients if there is any changes happens on the server without refresh or update the web page. Okay, let's start. Just follow the following steps in order to implement push notification system with SignalR in ASP.NET MVC. First of all, we have to create a new project. For this, we need to open Visual Studio first, and after that, go to the File, New Project. It will brings up a new project dialog window. Select ASP.NET Web Application under Web. Enter your project name and select location and click OK button. It will open in another dialog for select templates. Here select empty template and check the MVC for add folders and core references. Our project is created. Now you can see in the Solution Explorer all the folders and references added required for MVC application. Now we have to create a database first. I use SQL Server Management Studio. So open SQL Server Management Studio for create a new database. Go to Object Explorer, right click on Databases from Object Explorer and then click on New Database. Here enter database name and click on OK button for create the database. Now our database is created. Here we will open a new query window for create a table. Just write the below SQL query for create a new table. Here in our application I have created a table named contacts for store contact information. You can see here I have created 4 columns: contact ID, contact name, contact number and added on. Now click on the execute button for create the table. Our create table is created. Here we have to write another SQL query for enable service broker for get notification in our ASP.NET application when there is any changes happened on the database. So just write the below SQL query query is ready. Now select the query and click on the execute button for enable service booker. It's done. Now we'll go back to our ASP.NET application. Here we will add an entity data model first. Right click on project name from Solution Explorer, go to add new item and then select ADO.NET entity data model. Under data, enter your data model name. Here I have entered my push notification model.edmx and click on add button, which will brings up a new dialog window. Select generate from databases and click on the next button and then select your connection. You can create your new connection. Enter your data source name and select database. Click on test connection. For test connection is okay, yes it's okay, and then click on OK button. Click here next, and here check the checkbox tables and click on the finish button. Yes, now our entity data model is added. Now we will install ASP.NET SignalR from NuGet Package Manager. For install ASP.NET SignalR, just go to the Solution Explorer and right click on References and then Manage NuGet Packages, and here search for ASP.NET SignalR and now click on install button for install Microsoft ASP.NET SignalR. Is installing now. Yes, it's done. In the same way, we can also add other resources if we required, like now I will install jQuery, as jQuery is missing in my application. It's not required for your case if you have already installed jQuery library in your application. So in the same way, I'm going to install the jQuery. It's done. Now we will add when startup class. Just right click on your project, then go to add new item, search for when startup class, enter the name for the class and then click add button. This is required for enable SignalR in our application. Just write this line for enable SignalR in our application. Now we will add a SignalR hub. Go to the Solution Explorer, right click on our project, add new item. Here search for SignalR hub, enter hub name and then click on add button. Our hub class is ready. We don't need to write any code here now. This is done. Now we will add a connection string in web.config file. That connection string we will use with SQL dependency in our application. Open the application root web.config file, find the connection string element and add a new connection string for your database here. Here I have added a connection string with name SQL con string. Now it's done. Just close your web.config file. In the next step, I'm going to add another class for register notification. Right click on your project name, then go to add new item, and here select class, enter name of your class, and then click add button. Our class is created. Here I will add a new method called register notification, where we will create SQL dependency object for receive notification from SQL Server. Just follow the code. First of all, I will fetch the connection string from web.config file. Using connection manager, we can fetch the connection string from web.config file. And then we will write a SQL command that is needed for setup SQL dependency. The command we will used with SQL dependency, we cannot write select star from. We must have to assign the column name in the query. And one more thing, you can see here I have used dbo.contacts because we must have to assign the schema name as well in the query. I'm creating a new SQL connection object. Yes, for the SQL connection we have to include the system dot data dot SQL client. This is the namespace of the SQL connection. And to set up a dependency, we need to associate a SQL dependency object to one SQL command object. That's why we need to also create an SQL command object here. So I'm creating this object. Here a SQL command is created. That SQL command we will use with SQL dependency. Now I'm going to create a SQL dependency object with the SQL command we have just created. And to receive notification, we need to subscribe the onChange event, because when the assigned SQL command produce different result, that time the onChange event is fired. Here we must have to execute the SQL command we have assigned with our SQL dependency object for work everything properly. Now in this onChange event we will write code for send notification from server side to the client side. Please follow the below code. Here I will add another method for get contact list from database. So now we will add a MVC controller. Go to the Solution Explorer, right click on Controllers, Add Controller. Select an MVC empty controller, click Add, enter your controller name here and click OK button. The controller is created. Now we will add an MVC action. Action is created. Now we will add a view for that action. Just right click on your view, inside your view anywhere, and add view, and then click add button for create the view. Yes, the view is also done. Now what we will do, we will add a few line of HTML code in our layout page for show notification on the top right corner of the page. Open your layout page and follow the code. Also here I have added some JS and CSS library in the layout page, and added some CSS and JS code for showing notification properly. Just follow below few simple lines of JS and CSS code. Here I will write some JS code. First of all, I will write an click event for notification icon. When user will click on the notification icon, the user can view the notification list. And then I will write code for hide notification list. When the user will click outside of this notification icon, and third, I will write two methods here, one for update notification and one for update notification count. And then I'll write JS code for start SignalR hub, and we'll add one function in this notification hub for get notification from server side. Just follow the JS code. Here I'm writing Our application is almost ready. We need to start SQL dependency when our application will start, and have to stop the SQL dependency when our application will end. Go to Solution Explorer and open global.asax.cs file. Here I will write one single line of code for get the connection string from web.config file. First, it's done. And then inside the application start event, I will write code for start our SQL dependency. This is one simple line of code, SQL dependency dot start, but we have to provide the connection string. The same way we will also stop our SQL dependency when our application will end. So I'm going to writing an event here, application end event. Inside this event we will stop our SQL dependency. For stop SQL dependency, just write one single line of code, SQL dependency dot stop, and provide connection string with the parameter. But till now we have not registered notification. Here in session start event we will call the register notification method for register notification. As here I will also store the current time in a session variable. So just write this event here. Now this is our last step. Open home controller and add an action for fetch contact data from database and return as JSON data. Hey, we have done. Just run your application and see result in your browser. Here there is no notification right now, you can see. Okay, so let's insert some data in our database and see what happened. This is one insert query I have written here already for insert data in our table. When I execute this command, it actually insert data in our table, and also you can see here we have already got one notification. If we add one another record, then it will be 2 notification. Yeah, it's updated. Now if I click on this icon, let's see what happened. Loading, and this 2 data is showing here. That means everything is working. Thank you for watching. Visit www.netawesome.com for more, and please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.